Happy 2026 to all the Bafana Bafana supporters and all the supporters of this podcast called Ubuntu Sports Podcasters. We are in 2026, the first day, and I must say I'm so excited for Bafana Bafana and what is next for Bafana Bafana. So we're playing Cameroon next on Sunday, and that is going to be an interesting game, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a very interesting game. I cannot wait. A lot of fans didn't take too well to the fact that we lost against Egypt. A lot of fans also feel that we were cheated against Egypt because of the penalties and the handballs that were denied. But it's all a part of football. It's all a part of football. I think if you want to complain about refereeing and video replays, then I don't know. I feel like maybe the sport is not for you, because it's just a part of the sport. Like, if one day it's your team that gets the decision in their favor, one day it's your team that gets the decision against them. So I feel like it kind of messes up the sport if you're going to complain about match officials, because it's just a part of it. Bad decisions go your way, good decisions go your way. I've seen that with the teams that I support, that's for sure. So one day will be our day and another day won't be our day. And I guess the game against Egypt wasn't our day. But we scored some beautiful goals, though, I must say. We scored some beautiful goals. The first one was by Moremi. The other one was by Foster. And the second one was by Apollos. The third one was a penalty, of course. Look, it wasn't an easy game to watch. It was very nerve-wracking, I must say, because people expected us to blow Zim over, I guess. But we saw how Zim played well against Egypt. They just couldn't hang on. But they played very well against Egypt. And when I saw that game against Zim in Egypt, I realized that, okay, Zim is not a walkover. They're actually quite a strong team. So the other results, Egypt drew against Angola, but for them it wasn't really a must-win anyway. They had already qualified, then they knew that. So a draw was the safest way to go through to the next round for them, which they got right. This is an exciting African Cup of Nations. And it's so interesting because we seem like we're playing against the teams that we played in 1996 when we actually won the African Cup of Nations. So, hey, guys, let me not get ahead of myself. But Cameroon, bring it. Bring it, because Bafana Bafana is here and they mean business. And they are heading to the 2026 World Cup, which is this year. Exciting times, guys. Exciting times. Yeah, the World Cup is this year. Wow. It's just a few months now. Just a few months. I mean, the way these years fly past so quickly these days, and I don't know, apparently the older you get, the shorter the years start becoming, So, but I'm excited for Bafana Bafana. I'm really excited for Bafana Bafana. I feel like they've got it in them to go all the way in this competition. and to go represent Africa afterwards in the World Cup. So, yes, Bafana Bafana, here we go. Here we go. It's so interesting how you look at some of our international players. Because we had this thing about, we don't really need to put in international players in our team because they're out there in England or wherever in the world they're playing, and thinking they're too good to come back and represent the country. I'm happy that Foster is playing. I'm happy that Foster wants to play for his country. I know he could be playing for Burnley right now, who seem to be suffering without him in the Premier League. But yeah, the man decided to represent his country, which is great. Fantastic news for him. So all these and let's be honest, all the superstars, African superstars, are all back playing for their countries. I can't think of any like really big players that have decided not to play for their countries anymore and have decided to stay overseas and play for their clubs. Yeah, I can't think of any players. But anyway, Bafana Bafana is playing Cameroon next, guys. Cameroon has got some serious players. Cameroon has got some serious players that are doing well in some European leagues. And they are a force. They're a country not to be taken lightly at all. In fact, us playing Cameroon would just be as challenging and as big as us playing Egypt. But I don't know. Hey, like, so I've made some very accurate predictions lately, and I don't think I'm a psychic. I'm not a psychic or anything. I guess when you study a team well enough, you start seeing patterns which make it easy to predict where that team is going and the outcome in some of the matches the team is going to play. So the country is still very excited and happy at the fact that Bafana Bafana is at the last 16. I'm extremely grateful and happy as well. And I believe that they can actually make it to the quarterfinals. The quarterfinals, here we come. Bafana Bafana against Cameroon, here we come. Are we gonna blow Cameroon away, or is it gonna be a tight game? Both teams will be playing on we'll be playing with we'll try to play cautiously. The nerves will be extremely high because it's a knockout stage and it's a knockout game. And everybody wants to make it to the next round, of course. I do feel that Bafana Bafana will make it. I could see us winning 1-0. I could see us probably even repeating. Just like what happened in 1996. I could possibly see us winning 2-0 even. So I'm excited. I just hope that the coach, the manager, makes the right decisions on the day. I hope the boys' confidence is back up, because I realized that they did take a bit of a hit after losing to Egypt. Especially, it puts a lot of pressure on these players when your fans put you on a pedestal because of what they've seen you do in the past and seen you improve and seen you become better. And so the one thing I've noticed is that Bafana Bafana fans are very similar to Arsenal fans. they want to be very quick to criticize when the team is not doing well, and they'll be quick to be the ones blowing them up and glorifying them when they're winning and doing well. Of course, we want the club, we want the team to win, um, and it really brings a very magical atmosphere in the country. People are really, I mean, they come together. It's so strange how South Africa is united by sports. I guess sports was the only thing that we could sort of come together and feel like we can relate on as a rainbow nation, as so many different cultures, um, and different education, different understandings of this country. Um, so it's so beautiful seeing a nation united because of a team or a sports team. We do need to learn how to do that without sports, of course, as a nation. We definitely do, but I guess it needs to start somewhere, right? It needs to start somewhere. I've been watching a lot of TikToks of late, and I've been seeing, a lot of um, white South Africans embracing Bafana Bafana, embracing us coming together and unifying as a country, and just like how you've seen as well in the Springboks. Oh my gosh, if you look at the history of the Springboks, it's not fantastic at all, because it was started and built on under a racist sort of system and regime. But today, all of that has changed. Those who've wanted the Springboks to be about racism are probably rolling in their graves today, because the Springboks is now a team that's uniting all cultures, all races in this country, in South Africa. And Bafana Bafana is also now doing the same, which is beautiful. Like, I don't remember growing up and seeing white people being excited about soccer and being excited about Bafana Bafana. So this is such a beautiful and magical time for us as a country. And man, those players have a lot on their shoulders, to carry that and to try and make sure that you keep your fans and your country happy by winning is not an easy thing. It already puts a lot of pressure on you. I think sometimes it's easier for players to go into games without expectations. You look at these teams that are not expected to win competitions like the African Cup and things like that. And when they do, I'll make an instance. There was a 1 year where Zambia won. Oh my gosh! Like, look, Zambia. If you look at Zambian soccer team in the history of the Zambian soccer team, the Chipole Pole, they've always been a very good challenger in Africa, and in fact, they've had one of the best teams ever that died in a plane crash, which is very sad. But Zambia has definitely shown that they are also African giants when it comes to football. So Bafana Bafana have also shown that they are African giants when it comes to football, which is fantastic for the Southern Hemisphere countries. And I'm sure Zimbabwe will get their chance at some point, and I'm sure Mozambique and Botswana will also get their chance, and Namibia will get their chance at some point. So we just need to unite as the Southern Hemisphere and get behind, since Zimbabwe has been kicked out of the competition, they need to get behind South Africa now. Mozambicans need to get behind South Africa. and our Botswana brothers and sisters as well need to get behind South Africa. So this is a very exciting time for Bafana Bafana, and we are looking forward to the next game, the next group, and we are going all the way. Bafana Bafana is uniting South Africans, is uniting all cultures, all races, and we are excited about what is happening in this country sports-wise. Like I said, we are extremely excited. There's a magical atmosphere all around the country right now, and everybody's getting behind the boys. And here we go, Bafana Bafana. Good luck against Cameroon, but we know you've got this and you're going to win.